Every time you get paid, you're either building your freedom or digging your grave. Harsh? Maybe true, absolutely. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll stay stuck. But if you follow these 7 steps starting today, your money will finally start working for you instead of against you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do the moment your paycheck hits. You'll learn how to finally break the paycheck to paycheck cycle, even if you failed before. Stop feeling broke before the month ends. Make your money grow without needing a financial degree, and create a system so powerful you'll never wonder where your money went again. This is the blueprint I wish someone gave me years ago, so stay with me. Because step 6 alone could change everything for you. Do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we share our next financial growth video. Your paycheck hits your bank account, and for a fleeting moment, you feel a rush of relief and possibility. But then, the familiar cycle kicks in. Bills, random expenses, maybe a little splurge, and before you know it, you're scraping by until the next paycheck. Sound familiar? What if, instead of letting your money slip through your fingers, you had a simple, actionable plan to make every dollar work for you? A plan that doesn't just keep you afloat, but sets you on a path to financial freedom? This article will walk you through 7 powerful steps to take every time you get paid to transform your financial habits, build wealth, and create a life of stability and opportunity. These steps are practical, straightforward, and designed to work for anyone, no matter your income or financial starting point. Ready to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle? Well, let's dive in. Managing money effectively is one of the most empowering skills you can develop. Yet for many, the moment a paycheck arrives, it's met with a mix of excitement and dread. Excitement for the influx of cash, dread for the inevitable outflow. Without a clear plan, it's easy to fall into the trap of spending reactively, with the map, leaving little to show for your hard work. The good news: you don't need to be a financial genius or earn a 6-figure salary to take control of your money. By following a deliberate set of steps each time you get paid, you can ensure your money aligns with your goals, reduces stress, and builds a foundation for long-term wealth. In the first part of this article, we covered 4 foundational steps: paying yourself first, covering your essentials, tackling high-interest debt, and investing in your future. These steps create a solid base for financial stability and growth. Now, we'll add 3 more steps to complete the system, ensuring every dollar you earn is maximized. Finally, we'll wrap up with the conclusion to tie it all together. Let's continue. If you're a person who would love to grow your finance to a higher level, do not hesitate to get our Millionaire Secret. It is a guide that will help you upscale your finance game and make you play wealth like successful people do. Click on the link in the description to get access to it now. Are you ready? Now, let's get started. Step 1. Pay yourself first. Build your savings. The first and most critical step when you get paid is to pay yourself first. This isn't about treating yourself to a new pair of shoes or a fancy dinner. It's about prioritizing your financial future by setting aside money for savings before anything else. Think of it as giving your future self a gift, whether that's an emergency fund, a down payment for a house, or the freedom to retire early. Why pay yourself first? The concept of paying yourself first, popularized by books like The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, is rooted in a simple truth. If you wait to save whatever's left after paying bills and expenses, there's often nothing left to save. By making savings your first priority, you ensure that your financial goals take precedence over impulsive spending or lifestyle inflation. Studies consistently show that having savings reduces financial stress and improves overall well-being. According to a 2023 Federal Reserve survey, 73% of Americans reported feeling at least okay about their finances when they had savings to fall back on, compared to only 40% of those without an emergency fund. Even a small amount saved consistently can make a big difference over time. How to pay yourself first? Set a specific savings goal. Aim to save at least 10 to 20% of your income, depending on your financial situation. If that feels impossible, start with 5% or even 1% and gradually increase it. The key is consistency. Automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings account as soon as your paycheck hits. Many banks allow you to schedule transfers on payday, so you never even see the money in your checking account. Choose the right savings account. Opt for a high-yield savings account, which offers better interest rates than traditional accounts. As of 2025, some online banks offer APY's annual percentage yields of 4 to 5%, compared to the 1.5% of standard accounts. Start with an emergency fund. If you don't already have one, prioritize building an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Start small. $500 to $1,000 is enough to cover most unexpected costs like car repairs or medical bills. Example in action. Let's say you earn $3,000 per month. Paying yourself first at 10% means transferring $300 to savings before touching the rest of your paycheck. If you automate this transfer to a high-yield savings account earning 4% APY, that $300 grows to $3,612 in 1 year with compound interest. Assuming monthly contributions over 5 years, it's $18,936 without any extra effort. Common pitfalls to avoid: thinking you can't afford it. Even $10 to $20 per paycheck adds up. Start small and adjust as you gain confidence. Dipping into savings. Treat your savings like a bill, non-negotiable. Only use it for true emergencies or planned goals. Not having a clear goal, without a purpose, for example, emergency fund, vacation, retirement, it's tempting to raid your savings for non-essentials. Paying yourself first sets the tone for financial discipline. It's the foundation of wealth building and ensures you're not just working to pay bills, but working toward a future you control. Step 2. Cover your essentials. The must-have. Since you've paid yourself first, the next step is to cover your essential expenses, those non-negotiable costs that keep your life running smoothly. These typically include housing, utilities, food, transportation, and minimum debt payments. By tackling these first, you ensure your basic needs are met without the stress of playing catch-up later. Why prioritize essentials? Your essentials are the foundation of your financial stability. Falling behind on rent, utilities, or food can create a domino effect of late fees, penalties, or even eviction. According to the U.S. Census Bureau's 2024 Household Pulse Survey, 15% of Americans reported struggling to pay for basic household expenses, highlighting the importance of prioritizing these costs. By allocating money to essentials immediately after savings, you create a safety net that keeps your life on track. How to cover your essentials. Identify your core expenses. Make a list of your must-haves. This typically includes rent or mortgage, utilities, electricity, water, internet, groceries, not dining out, transportation, car payment, gas, public transit, minimum debt payments, for example, credit card minimums, student loans. Create a dedicated budget category. Use a budgeting method like the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of your income goes to essentials, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. Adjust as needed based on your income. Automate bill payments. Set up auto pay for recurring bills to avoid late fees and reduce mental load. Most banks and service providers offer this option. Track your spending. Use a budgeting app like YNAB, You Need a Budget, or Mint to monitor your essential expenses and ensure you're not overspending in this category. Example in action. If your monthly take-home pay is $3,000 and you've already saved $300, you have $2,700 left. Let's say your essentials break down as rent, $1,200 utilities, $200 groceries, $400 car payment and gas, $300 minimum debt payments, $100 total, $200. This leaves $500 for other priorities. Common pitfalls to avoid. Blurring needs and wants. Be honest about what's essential. Cable TV or daily coffee runs aren't necessities, groceries and electricity are. Ignoring irregular expenses. Some essentials like car insurance or property taxes are paid quarterly or annually. Set aside a small amount each paycheck to cover these. not adjusting for income changes. If your income drops or increases, recalculate your essentials budget to stay realistic. By securing your essentials right after paying yourself, you create a stable foundation that lets you focus on building wealth rather than putting out financial fires. Step 3. Tackle high-interest debt. The money drain with savings and essentials covered. It's time to address high-interest debt, the kind that eats away at your financial progress. High-interest debt, typically credit cards or personal loans with rates above 10, can grow faster than your savings, making it a priority to eliminate as quickly as possible. Why focus on high-interest debt? High-interest debt is like a leak in your financial bucket. Every dollar you pay in interest is money lost that could be working towards your goals. Money that could be growing in savings or investments. According to the 2024 Consumer Credit Review, the average credit card interest rate in the U.S. is 22.8%, and the average household carries $6,501 in credit card debt. Paying only the minimum on a $6,501 balance at 22.8% could take over 30 years to pay off, costing nearly $15,000 in interest. By prioritizing this debt, you free up money for future goals. How to tackle high-interest debt? List your debts. Write down all your debts, including the balance, interest rate, and minimum payment. Focus on debts with the highest interest rates first, using the avalanche method to save the most money over time. Allocate extra funds. After savings and essentials, direct any extra money toward the highest interest debt. Even an extra $50 to $100 per month can make a big difference. Consider debt consolidation. If you have multiple high-interest debts, look into consolidating them into a lower-rate personal loan or transferring balances to a 0% APR credit card if you qualify. Avoid adding new debt. Commit to paying for non-essentials with cash or debit until your high-interest debt is gone. Example in action. Using our $3,000 monthly income. Example, you've saved $300 and spent $2,000 on essentials, leaving $700. Let's say you have a $5,000 credit card balance at 20% interest, with a $100 minimum payment already included in essentials. By putting an extra $300 toward this debt each month, you could pay it off in about 14 months. Saving thousands in interest compared to paying only the minimum. Common pitfalls to avoid. Focusing on low-interest debt. Low-interest debts like student loans, often 3 to 6%, or mortgages, are less urgent than credit cards at 20%. Falling for minimum payments. Minimum payments are designed to keep you in debt longer. Always pay more than the minimum on high-interest debt. Lifestyle creep. As you pay off debt, resist the urge to spend the freed-up money on non-essentials. Redirect it to savings or other debts. Eliminating high-interest debt is like plugging a hole in your financial ship. It's not glamorous, but it's a game-changer for your long-term wealth. Step 4. Invest in your future. Plant the seeds with savings, essentials, and high-interest debt addressed. The next step is to invest in your future. This could mean contributing to retirement accounts, investing in the stock market, or building skills that increase your earning potential. The goal is to make your money work for you, creating passive growth over time. Why invest early? The power of compound interest means that even small investments made early can grow significantly. For example, investing $100 per month at an 8% annual return. The historical average for the S&P 500 from age 25 to 65 grows to over 208. Wait until age 35, and that same $100 per month grows to only $120,000. Time is your greatest asset. So start now, even if it's small. How to invest in your future. Max out retirement accounts. If your employer offers a 401k match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. It's free money. In 2025, the 401k contribution limit is $23,500. If you don't have a 401k, open an IRA individual retirement account with a $7,000 annual limit. Start with low-cost index funds, For beginners, invest in low-cost diversified index funds or ETFs, exchange-traded funds through platforms like Vanguard or Fidelity. These have low fees and track the market, reducing risk. Invest in yourself. Consider spending on education or skills that boost your income, like a coding bootcamp, professional certification, or networking events. A 2024 study by Georgetown University found that workers with specialized skills earn 20 to 30% more than those without. Start small and automate. Set up automatic contributions to an investment account, even if it's just $50 per month. Consistency matters more than the amount. Example in action: with $700 left after savings, essentials, and debt, you decide to invest $200 per month in an S&P 500 index fund with an 8 over 30 years. That $200 monthly investment grows to approximately $490,000 thanks to compounding. If you also invest $100 in a professional course that increases your income by 10, your monthly pay could rise to $3,300, amplifying your ability to save and invest. Common pitfalls to avoid: waiting for the perfect time. The stock market fluctuates, but over time, it trends upward. Don't try to time the market, just start. High-fee investments. Avoid funds with high expense ratios, above 0.5%, or financial advisors charging steep commissions. Neglecting personal growth. Investing in yourself is just as important as investing in markets. Don't overlook opportunities to increase your earning power. Investing in your future turns your paycheck into a tool for long-term wealth. It's about planting seeds today that grow into financial freedom tomorrow. Kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified each time we share our next video. Step 5. Budget for your wants. Live a little after securing your savings, essentials, debt repayment, and investments. It's time to allocate money for your wants, the non-essential expenses that make life enjoyable, like dining out, entertainment, or hobbies. This step is crucial because it balances financial discipline with living a fulfilling life, preventing burnout from overly restrictive budgeting. Why budget for wants? Depriving yourself entirely of discretionary spending can lead to financial fatigue, making it harder to stick to your plan. A 2024 study by the Financial Health Network found that 62% of Americans who included fund money in their budgets were more likely to maintain long-term financial discipline compared to those who didn't. By intentionally setting aside money for enjoyment, you avoid the temptation to overspend impulsively. How to budget for your wants. Set a limit. Using the 50-30-20 rule, allocate up to 30% of your income for wants. If your essentials or savings require more, adjust to 20% or less. Define your wants. List what brings you joy, whether it's a gym membership, streaming services, or weekend getaways. Be specific to avoid overspending on things that don't truly matter to you. Use a separate account. Consider keeping your fund money in a separate checking account or prepaid debit card to cap spending and avoid dipping into other funds. Track and adjust. Use a budgeting app to monitor your spending on wants. If you overspend one month, cut back the next to stay on track. Example in action: with a $3,000 monthly income, you've allocated $300 to savings, $2,000 to essentials, and $300 to high-interest debt, leaving $400. Using the 50-30-20 rule, you dedicate 30% $900 to wants, but since you prioritize debt repayment, you adjust to $200 for wants. This could cover a $50 monthly streaming subscription, $100 for dining out, and $50 for a hobby like painting or gaming. By planning these expenses, you enjoy life without derailing your financial goals. Common pitfalls to avoid. Overspending on impulse. Stick to your budgeted amount for wants to avoid creeping into funds meant for savings or debt. Guilt overspending. If you've planned for it, enjoy your wants guilt-free. The goal is balance, not deprivation. Ignoring trade-offs. If you want a big-ticket item, for example, a vacation, save for it over time rather than blowing your monthly wants budget. Budgeting for wants ensures you live a balanced life while staying on track financially. It's about enjoying today without sacrificing tomorrow. Step 6. Plan for irregular expenses. Be prepared. Irregular expenses, those that don't occur monthly, like car maintenance, holiday gifts, or annual insurance premiums, can derail your budget if you're not prepared. Step 6 is about setting aside money each paycheck to cover these costs, ensuring they don't catch you off guard. Why plan for irregular expenses? Unplanned expenses are a leading cause of financial stress. A 2024 survey by Bankrate found that 57% of Americans had faced an unexpected expense in the past year, with 26% dipping into savings or taking on debt to cover it. By proactively saving for these costs, you avoid scrambling or relying on credit. How to plan for irregular expenses. List your irregular expenses. Identify annual or semi-annual costs, such as car maintenance $500 a year, holiday gifts $300 a year, insurance premiums $600 a year, property taxes, or subscriptions. Calculate monthly contributions. Divide the total annual cost by 12 to determine how much to save each month. For example, $1,400 in annual expenses divided by 12 equals $117 per month. Create a sinking fund. Set up a separate savings account or budget category for irregular expenses. Transfer the calculated amount each paycheck. Review annually. Adjust your sinking fund as expenses change. For example, a new car may increase maintenance costs. Example in action. From the $400 left after previous steps, you allocate $100 to a sinking fund for irregular expenses. This covers $50 for car maintenance, $30 for holiday gifts, and $20 for an annual insurance premium. By saving $100 monthly, you'll have $1,200 by year-end, enough to cover these costs without touching your emergency fund or going into debt. Common pitfalls to avoid. Forgetting seasonal costs, holiday spending, and taxes. These often surprise people. Plan ahead to avoid stress using emergency funds. Your emergency fund is for true emergencies, for example, job loss, not predictable irregular expenses. Underestimating costs. Review past year spending to estimate irregular expenses accurately. Planning for irregular expenses keeps your budget resilient, ensuring you're never blindsided by predictable costs. Step 7. Review and adjust your plan. Stay flexible. The final step is to review your financial plan regularly and make adjustments based on your progress, income changes, or new goals. This step ensures your system stays relevant and effective, adapting to life's inevitable changes. Why review and adjust? Life is dynamic. Your income, expenses, and goals will evolve. A 2025 study by the National Endowment for Financial Education found that 68% of people who regularly reviewed their budgets were more likely to achieve their financial goals compared to those who didn't. Regular check-ins help you stay aligned with your priorities and catch issues early. How to review and adjust. Schedule a monthly review. Set aside 30 minutes each month to check your budget, savings, debt, payments, and investments. Use apps like YNAB or spreadsheets to track progress. Assess your goals. Are you on track for your emergency fund, debt payoff, or investment targets? Adjust contributions if needed. Adapt to changes. If your income increases, boost savings or debt payments. If it decreases, trim wants or non-essential expenses. Celebrate wins. Acknowledge milestones like paying off a credit card or reaching $5,000 in savings to stay motivated. Example in action. During your monthly review, you notice your $5,000 credit card debt is down to $2,000. You decide to increase your debt payment from $300 to $400 per month to pay it off faster, cutting your wants budget from $200 to $100 temporarily. You also realize your income increased by $200 a month, so you add $100 to savings and $100 to investments, accelerating your progress. Common pitfalls to avoid. Set and forget mentality. A static plan can become outdated. Regular reviews keep it effective. Ignoring small leaks, small oversights, like unused subscriptions, can add up. Audit your spending during reviews. Getting discouraged. Progress may feel slow, but consistency compounds. Focus on long-term gains. Reviewing and adjusting your plan keeps you in control, ensuring your money always aligns with your evolving life. Take control of your paycheck. Transform your life. Your paycheck is more than just money. It's a tool to build the life you want. By following these 7 steps: paying yourself first, covering essentials, tackling high-interest debt, investing in your future, budgeting for wants, planning for irregular expenses, and reviewing your plan, you create a system that maximizes every dollar. This approach isn't about deprivation or complexity. It's about clarity, discipline, and balance. Let's recap the power of this system using our $3,000 monthly income example. Step 1. Save $300 for an emergency fund or other goals. Step 2. Spend $2,000 on essentials, securing your foundation. Step 3. Pay $300 toward high-interest debt, saving thousands in interest. Step 4. Invest $200 in retirement or skills, leveraging compound growth. Step 5. Budget $100 for wants, enjoying life without guilt. Step 6. Save $100 for irregular expenses, avoiding surprises. Step 7. Review monthly, adjusting to stay on track. This leaves you with a balanced, intentional plan that builds wealth while living well over time. These habits compound. In 5 years, your $300 monthly savings could grow to $18,936. In a high-yield account, your $200 monthly investments could reach $14,700, and your $5,000 debt could be gone, freeing up cash for bigger goals. Meanwhile, you've enjoyed life and stayed prepared for unexpected costs. The beauty of this system is its flexibility. Whether you earn $2,000 or $20,000 a month, these steps scale to your income. Start small if needed. $10 to savings, $20 to debt, $50 to investments. The key is consistency, not perfection. As financial expert Ramit Sethi says, big wins come from small, consistent actions. So the next time your paycheck hits, don't let it slip away. Follow these 7 steps to take control, reduce stress, and build a future where money works for you. Your financial freedom starts with your next paycheck. What will you do with it?